Hello gentlepeople, Jeff here, welcome back to the channel. Today we will do something a little bit different than what I usually do. We will do a little house, or little gnome house. I got the idea from this book, Carve, World of Gnome, from Nikki Reese. I will put links in the description for you to buy her book if you need it, because all credit goes to her. I bought this primarily because of this section here. When I saw it, I wanted to carve these little house. It's basically at the last page. Her gnomes are amazing, but in the last page there's this little gnome house here. And I've done one in the past, quite some time ago, because I have these pieces. That's how I do it. Her is half the size, I would say. I also have tried classic Swedish torp also in the past. So yeah, this is really beginner friendly. You don't have to do a lot of wood removal. You basically take the pieces as is, and then you just do the roof, and you do a lot of cuts for, you know, the wood slab on the side. Like this is the one I've done yesterday. It's pretty much the same, unpainted. So yeah, this is what we will do together today. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Alright, I have my glove and my knife, my piece of wood, and then we can, as usual, I will give the measurement still, but my pieces are all the same, but it might be the first video you watch from me, so in metric it's a little bit more than 3 by 3 centimeter by 8, and then in inches it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 3 inches, a little bit more, but you see. So for the line, it will be pretty simple. We will do a line at the top, in the middle. Alright, and then at probably around 1 1/4, yep, 1 1/4, we will do, that will be the back, so we can go all the way around, that's fine. Alright, okay, so that's the line. So basically all that wood here will be removed on the front and the back. Okay, this is pretty simple. And then probably 1/4 of an inch, yeah, 1/4 of an inch on each side. So I keep my hand in the same motion, put my finger against the wood, and then I rotate the wood to have the same line depth on each side. Okay, so this will be the wooden beam on each side of the house. Alright, the front, as you see, there's the little door, but there's a stone base, well, foundation on each side. So the front here will be the door, so we're gonna do that, but it's pretty much the same thing, 1/4 of an inch. We'll do a line all the way around, okay, like so. This is pretty much the line that you need right now. So let's take the knife. So as you can see here, I'm not going all the way to the middle. You can if you want to have a really pointy top. I have done less in this one, more in this one, so it's really up to you. I can see if I can have that in the camera. Yes. Alright, so you just go from the line and you remove wood. Okay, start with the corners as always. There we go. Some of my pieces are harder than others. It is what it is. Alright. If your knife is sharp, you will be able to remove big chunks. That will accelerate the process. I think this carving is really good for practicing all the cuts, because you will have pretty much lots of different cuts in there, and you will use the tip of your knife a lot to go into all the little cracks everywhere. So we could stop there if we wanted, but I will remove a little bit more. It's always harder to carve on a flat plane, but we don't really have any choice right now. We can't really create edges to carve from. A little bit more still. Okay. I think that's good enough. So basically a little bit like maybe half, maybe a centimeter or something. I then start rounding a little bit more from the top. So instead of removing the wood from the bottom, I start from here, so it will make a little curve going back in. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Okay, I would say that's good enough. And from there we can cut ourselves and remove the line at the top. There we go. Okay. So from here we will separate the roof from the rest of the house. As you can see here, it's flat, and on this one I've done a little angle in it. It's up to you. I will do like the one I've done yesterday and make it flat. So we will do on the side. You have the front here and the back. So on the side, I'll do stop cut following the line. Okay, and then be careful here. Just do a little cut towards, just to create the stop, to not break it. And then after that you're good to go to remove a little bit more. A little bit more will do. If your blade is long enough, you can do that in one go. Okay. Good. Let's do that on the other side. Stop cut again. Okay, that'll be good enough for now. Just a little bit. Okay, so from now we will do these little, we'll add the depth. So from this line here, if you want, these guys, you can make them join at the top here, in the front, and same thing in the back. All right. Okay. So first thing first, we will separate here. So once again, little stop cut. Then we just remove a little bit of wood. Same thing here. Okay. Same thing in the back. Alright, simple as that. So from here, place your carving on the table. Then we'll do one slice like this. Same thing in the back. Alright, then from there, using the tip of your knife, trying to not go in the wood when you do it, we will go along. So you put your knife in an angle inside, and then you just slide all the way to the top like this. Alright? Then you pop that at the end, so you have a little inside here. And then same thing on this side. There you go, you have it inside now. Alright? You do the same thing on this side. You can go deeper, it's really up to you. It doesn't really change anything if you go a bit deeper. You add more character to the little house. Okay, so simple as that. Alright. So now we will do the wooden log on each side. So it's the same thing. We will do a stop cut. So in the front, remember, I will just re-add the line here. We will have the door, right? So you will do a stop cut all the way to the bottom. Be careful to not go too far and go into your thumb. And then from here, we will do the square here on the side and in the back. So same thing. Stop here, go there, stop here, and come here. Okay. Same thing in the back. And same thing on this side. Alright, so we have all the stop cut here. Good. So like we've done at the top here, we will do the same thing. So taking the tip of your knife, you will follow along the stop cut and remove just this little bit of wood. Okay, same thing on that side. Good, so that's the front. So for the back, no, that's this side. We'll go here. Okay. So here we have the tricky thing with the bottom part. So you can either go against the grain, you can use the blade to do one side in an angle, then come back. So I would do that now to show you. I just remove 3/4 because my blade cannot go inside, it's too big. So I remove 3/4, flip it around, remove the rest. Okay. So can do like this. Then in the back, I will remove this part here. Okay. And this part here. Good. Then from here, I can go against the grain, just to show you what you can do. So it's cleaner like this if you can do it. There's one less cut. And then same thing on this side. Okay. All right. There we go. We're getting there, as you can see. Okay. So from here we will do the foundation, I would say. So we have the line there. So I will just make a little V-cut. All right. Same thing on this side. Kind of create the rocks. Okay. Same thing here. I'll do that all around. Okay. Down here. There we go. Just clean it a bit. Alright, so we have the foundation on all the side. So we can go attack the door quickly. So I could have a better curve than that. Alright. Once again, we'll do a stop cut. What I prefer to do when I do a curve is, instead of going around with my knife, I rotate the piece. So I can place my knife and then I rotate. And my knife stays at the same place. Okay, so I've done the curve, and then we will, with the tip of our knife again, come around and remove the wood. Can go a little bit deeper. Okay. Clean that. Good. So we have the door. A bit wonky on that side, but hey, that's a gnome house. Okay, so the tricky part now is the windows. You can see here I have a curved one there, and then a square one, and then this one I decided to have a double one. I have one on the side, nothing on the back, and then this one has just windows in the front. So it's really up to you. I love to have windows in the front just because, well, that's the front, right? So we can do one. We'll do like this one. It's a bit easier because we use the full length. At the height that you want. Doesn't change anything. Give you enough space to carve detail though, so it should be at least a centimeter. Or like what it is in Imperial. 3/8? Something like this, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how to count that in Imperial, but you can see. Okay. So once the line are done, lots of stop cut in this carving. One here, one there. Okay. Remove wood from below and above, not the opposite. You want the window to pop out of the carving. Once again, you can do that or follow along against the grain. I prefer to do that. Okay, so now it's out. So now you want to carve the inside. Okay, you could have a long, yeah, let's do that. Let's have a long window. Okay, all right, like this. So once again, lots of stop cut. Okay. So now, depending on the length of your blade, if you have a long one like me, don't ask me why I keep using a big one, but that's what I'm used to. You will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I will remove one corner. down, remove the other opposite corner. Then here I have to carve towards myself. Remove another corner. And then remove the fourth one. Okay. So it will create this little bevel inside, but that's perfectly fine, because that's how we roll around here. You can try to remove the bevel as much as you want. Like I could try to remove a little bit more in the middle. And then same thing here. And then the bevel is more, it's a little bit flatter now. But really don't go too crazy, because you could break the window. So that's one window. We could do one in the back, I guess. I haven't done anything in the back for these guys. So let's have one at the height here, just because I feel like it. Okay, same thing. So it's really up to you. You don't have to do this window. You can do a smaller one if you want. It's basically the same thing. All right. Okay. The trick with these ones, I can talk about them. The one I've done with this one is that the distance in here between the window and the beam is so tiny, it's a pain to remove that wood with a knife. Okay, so that's why I'm doing full length for you, because it's way easier to remove wood. But we could have a double window here, because we feel pretty crazy right there, right? Something like this. It's just super small, but the devil is in the detail. Okay, so stop cut, stop cut, stop cut, stop cut, and then you go on the side with the grain. Okay. And then you come really tiny cut, removing the corners, one at a time. And don't hesitate to come back, reassure your stop cut, because these little pieces can crack easily. Okay. Okay, almost there. There we go. So we got a window on the second floor at the top. Great. So now that we've done this, the thing is pretty much done. Now we just have to do the wood slab on all the side. Okay. So from here to have the same distance between everything, I start on the side. Just take one place that you haven't put a window, and then you take your pencil, and then you put the fingers once again, like I always do, with the distance you want, which is pretty much the same, like 1/4 of an inch. And then you will mark a line. Keep the pencil the same. You rotate, put a line, rotate, put a line, rotate. There's the door, so you don't do that. Then you just put your pencil higher, and then you do the same thing. Then we could have a line here, but I will not do that here. The front would be a bit special for that. So then same thing. Okay. And then same thing here. So it's the top. Alright. And then at the top here you still have a line, probably from the beginning. Okay. Then the back is there, so let's put it here. Up. There we go. So from there, I will just show you a little bit and stop the video because I will not carve all of them. You can just stop. So it's really simple. You do a stop cut, okay, and then you carve from below because you want the wood to kind of be on top of one another. Okay, like this. And you do another stop cut. And then you carve inside. Okay. So you can stop the video, do all of them. I will do the same, and I will be back. Okay, so here we are. All the sides are done. With the little wooden slab horizontally. So now we will do the vertical cut, which is pretty much the same. Let's start on the side. You can have, I usually like to crisscross, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, right? You can have a line in different places. To do that, once again, you can do it in different ways, but I love to just put my knife in an angle and then come back in the opposite angle and then pop the wood if I do it properly. Okay. So here we have one slab. Then you can do this all the way. Okay. You can also go in an angle and push cut, then come back and pull cut. Okay, like this. This is really up to you how you want to do it. I'm able to do it like this because of the angle. Like if you remember, we carved in this direction all the time, so I can stab my knife in an angle. I could not do that on this side, for example, right? Here is a little bit trickier because I have the foundation, so then I will do the pull push. So pull cut on one side and then push cut on one side. Okay. Just use the technique that you feel is the most comfortable for you. So then here I will do one there. So yeah, I really love this little carving because it's a ton of repetition of the same technique over and over and over, which is really great to practice. And this one in the middle. And from here, the slabs are getting a bit smaller, so I would just do one, but on the side. And on the top one I will not touch it, it's just one slab. Okay? And then you can do pull also, or push. It's really up to you. Okay, so you do that all around. Okay, and the front, I will probably just do a little one in the middle here on top of the door. And then I could do two here. Come on, little piece. There we go. And if you break a slab, for example, it's not a big deal because that's just a little house. And yeah, house is part break, right? Good. So we've done all the slabs. Now we will do the wooden, well, slab at the top, I would say. You can see it here, that hold the straw on the roof, which is fairly simple. You can put 2 lines, pretty much the height that you want on both sides, right, like this. Then you will do a stop cut once again. Okay, then I will come from the top here. Alright, and then from the bottom. So once again, you can push or you can carve along, like so. And same thing on this side. Really, you can use the technique that you want, the one that feels the most comfortable for you. Just be careful when you start the cut towards the stop cut. Just remove just a little bit of wood so you have the stop cut in shape, and then after that you can remove a little bit more wood. Okay, then we'll do little V cuts to join the front. Okay. Front. For this carving, I have purposely not removed the ugly texture that I always talk about. I kind of like this little house to feel a bit rugged, so that's why I'm keeping it. Okay, so we got the wooden beam. Then we can do the door now, which is we'll just remove the inside. Alright, like so. So stop cut with the grain. Then I will rotate the piece with my hand and not rotate the knife. And then I will continue the stop cut. Okay. Then I will remove the corners. And then from here I will follow along. This is pretty much the trickiest cut. To go in the tip of your knife on the rotating part. Okay. And just from here we remove a little bit more wood because I want the door to be a little bit more inside the frame. There we go. And then I don't carve any of the handle or something. I prefer to paint it. Good. We are pretty much almost done. We will just add a little bit of character on here. You can see with this one I have a little bit of cuts because I want the rocks to stand out. Okay. So wherever you feel like, you just come in and in an angle. Then you do a couple of V cuts. Don't push too hard, you will probably break the whole side if you do. So when you reach an end, like here, now that I want to talk about it, don't start your V-cut on this side pushing in that direction, because this little piece is obviously more flaky than the rest. So instead of starting like this, start on the other side, pushing in that direction, there's more wood here than here, you will be less likely to break the carving. I'm talking to you about it because it happened to me countless times. And then at some point, one has to learn. So same thing here, we come from this direction instead. Great. So now the last part, if you want, you don't have to, it's a lot of V-cuts on the top, like you see here, to kind of separate the straw. You can leave it like this and paint it, that is perfectly fine. But I will do it. So it's once again just a bunch of V-cuts. And this one I've done a lot more, but I will not do that much in this one, just because I don't feel like it. What thing you can do also is do cut on one side many times, and then come back. Okay, so when you do V-cut here at the top, you're at the end grain, so watch out. Don't push, you will probably break the carving depending on the sharpness of your knife. I prefer to come and slice instead, like this, all the way until I hear the little click. That means that I joined the cuts. And here we are. Do I need anything else? No, that's pretty much it. The last thing you could do, yes, is just do super tiny V-cuts on the side of the door frame. So you have a little stone frame. Like so. And if you want, you can just come in a little angle and remove the sharp edge on all the wooden frame. I kind of like it personally, but it's really up to you. Here we are. That's a little gnome house. I will show once again all of them next to each other. So that's the first one I've done with the paint. This is with a coat of linseed oil apply, and this is just raw, the one that we've done right now. So as you can see, I've painted the door in a color, and I painted the doorknob and the little whatever thing that holds the door, that makes it open, that I don't remember the name in English. I have done different color of for the window, so it kind of looks like there's light inside. Two different type of brown for the wooden post and the wooden slab, so that's the wooden post also. Some sort of yellow for the hay, and then a little gray for the stone foundation. And then using green and different little colors, I've painted some sort of growing plants on the side, right? So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this was easy enough for everyone to carve, and I hope you will carve a lot of different little houses. You can literally take any pieces of wood that you have. If you have, I would even say a piece of branch like this one, you could also carve a little house out of that, I'm pretty sure, right? So yes, I wish you a really great day, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye bye.